At Wagoner's Welding, craftsmanship isn't just what we do, it's who we are. For over 25 years, Wagoner's Welding has been a family-owned business built on honesty, hard work, and treating every customer like family. Whether it's custom truck beds or ramps, heavy-duty fabrication, hydraulics, or precision repair work, every weld and every detail is crafted for strength, reliability, and long-lasting performance. We don't cut corners, we build quality that lasts, because your truck needs to work as hard as you do. When you want value, craftsmanship, and custom work done right the first time, choose the team that treats you like family. Visit Wagoner's Welding at 446 The Heart Church Road in North Wilkesboro, or call 336-670-3427 to see how we can get your job working for you.
We're back is right. Welcome, race fans. Race number 2 up in the books. We're going to be looking at all the chapters tonight. Outlier TV bringing you all the action. I'm your host, Robert Warrens, alongside my co-host, Chris Schuster. Chris, say hi to the peeps.
Hi to the peeps. I am wildly excited to be here at Rockingham tonight. Robert, give us the data, give us some facts, and let's get to it.
Got a little cough there. Oh, man, I was so excited.
Oh, man.
It's going to be a grueling,
let's go.
a grueling battle. We got 100 laps up for tonight's racers. Very hot track temp. You can see 98 track temperature there with 2 sets of tires behind the wall and our beautiful pitcher. So to me, what this means is that it's going to get very sweaty very fast. Rockingham's known for a very abrasive track surface. So I'm expecting some drivers to wear out those tires on those trucks, and you know, we're gonna see some carnage, Chris. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it meow.
Oh, all right. Well, we will see if you're right or if you're wrong, but I think we need to get at this grid, so I'm going to let you get to it.
Awesome. So big field tonight, 24 cars. Our pole sitter, Dalton Steele and Barry Tolson on the outside. In row 2, Aiden Giordano with Benny Two Names on his outside. Row 3 is Johnny Hurst and Christopher Barker. Row 4, Blake Waffles Vegan and Josh Fox. Row 5 is Mike Straminski. He's known for his fat fingers with Chris Phillips. Row 6 is Ben Park and Eric Copperthorne. Shout out to Ipswich. Row 7, Ben Parson and Ryan Warp. Row 8 is Tyler Markle and Forrest Hamilton Jr. Row 9, Charles Minter and Dan Park. Row 10 is Don Francesco and Ramsey. Row 11, Alex Foster and James Wagner. Row 12, Cass Bedford and Juan Cabs Jr., Scrub Daddy. That's going to be our whole field, Chris. It's a big group of girls, you know? Gotta love those.
Big group.
Gotta love those ladies. We're getting ready to go. The lights are off on the pace truck. And this is going to be our first start of the night. And look at that 28 machine. Barry Tolson rocking some new paint.
I'm loving that, by the way. I am big on pink, so that looks radical.
Green is out, and we're off to the races. Shout out to Wagner's Welding, race number 2 for the Truck Series, our primary sponsor. Precision Fences and Gates. Also, a sponsor in Burleson, Texas. Ipswich Bay Soap Co. in Massachusetts. In Ipswich Bay. You go right up to the bay, they'll give you some soap, Chris. So you just dip right in the water, they're going to give you some soap.
Or to sit on the dock of the bay.
Sitting on the dock
On the dock of the bay. Hey, so tell us about the track here. What are we looking at Rockingham? What is fun about it?
Well, this is recently repaved, so they shut down this track for a few years. It was off the NASCAR circuit. I think it came off in 2018. It was reinvigorated in 2025 when it came back on the circuit. And what's fun about it? I don't know. It's a very tough track. 1 and 2 are succinctly different than 3 and 4, so we're going to be watching drivers as they go through different lines here. And that 7 machine, Dalton Steele, is setting the pace right now.
Yeah, that'll be fun to do some in-car cams in a little bit and see just exactly what this track looks like. But yeah, I'm reinvigorated.
But last lap times is actually what they just turned. So very similarly, this track is known for its high tire wear. So you're going to see these 23-second laps turn into 24s and 25s as we get through a run. Our fuel window is about 60 laps, Chris. And, you know, we just came from Daytona last Wednesday where we had 7 cautions. These guys got no fast repairs tonight. So if they tear it up, they're going home.
Yeah, nobody wants to go home.
Maybe they do. Who's to say?
Maybe they do. Hey, I think the question on everybody's mind, at the moment at least, is how was your birthday, buddy?
My birthday? I did nothing. It was great. Turned 45. Well, my mother-in-law, God bless her heart, love her to dearly. She told me I turned 46. I cried.
You don't look a day over 46. Right. Well, yeah. Happy 46th birthday, buddy. I'm early for next year.
Let's go ahead and take a look at Big Bad Barry Tolson.
Yeah, let's zoom in on that. I want to check it out. We've been talking about it. We've been teasing it. I want to see if we can get some eyes on this unicorn paint. Oh, somebody's off track.
Yeah, we had Cobbs come in the pits.
Oh no, Scrub Daddy Cobbs.
Yeah, and we're showing Ramsey's 9 seconds back. But you know, what's interesting here is you see these top 3 pretty much nose to tail pacing each other. Excellent battle here. So with these guys running the lap times that they're doing, I'm suspecting maybe that second group with Barker, Phillips, Giordano, Fox, Beacon, Straminsky, and even Park there, Ben Park, will probably nudge up in the top 10 and start to catch them eventually.
All right, so hey, real quick here, Robert Breaker. Couple comments in the chat here about our sound, perhaps. Maybe are we having an issue?
Not that I can see.
Okay, got 2 separate comments that the sound was maybe an issue, so I just wanted to double check we were good to go on our end. Folks, if you're having an issue, maybe just chime in the chat if you can hear us. If you can't hear us, just so we can maybe troubleshoot that if we are having an issue on our end.
No, I can see all green bars, so yeah, like Chris said,
okay.
Put it in the chat, and we'll make some adjustments if we have to.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, we're off to a pretty good start here. We don't know why Scrub Daddy Cobbs is... yeah, I got another comment here for the sound cutting in and out. I wonder if it's me, perhaps, and not you. I don't know. I'm going to let you talk for a second here. Let's see, refresh the stream, viewers. It's working for me, so totally out now. I'll tell you what, Robert, I will not talk for a minute here, and let's see if it's maybe that me that's breaking up.
I think what people need to do, refresh the YouTube channel, because everything seems to be balanced on our side. So If it persists, we'll start to look at it, but I don't think there's much I can do on my end because we're streaming in good old 4K. So, you know, click that gearbox in the right-hand side and force YouTube to the higher quality. But who's to say? But we just saw a pass for second. Ben Tolson, or Barry Tolson, got around Ben two names, so interesting battle there. But I think what I want to bring up, meow, is that we're in the cockpit of Barry Tolson there for a second, is the fastest 5 for the last 5 laps in the bottom right. So Ben Park in 9th, fastest car on the track. Barry Tolson second fastest. Oh, well, it's live data, right? So, of course, Cobbs comes up and shuffles it down. Forrest Hamilton in 13th and Ben Parsons. So these guys are really going to start to mix it up, and we're almost 1/5 of the way through the race.
Yes, it's cooking along. And yeah, speaking of cooking, hot track, what was it, 98 degrees when we started?
Yeah,
I think.
Go ahead and take up to 110 now.
Ooh, that's hot.
Go ahead and take a look at some of the drivers throughout the field. Alex Foster, kind of running where he started. In front of them is Charles Minter. He fell back a couple spots in that 25 machine. As Bedford, he might be engaging a strategy here because I think he's got some speed. I've raced with him before. He does know how to get sweaty when it's time. But, you know, Charles is with this group of cars that are all turning around the same laps in 19th spot. Oh, spinning at the bottom.
Oh,
there's the yellow.
There she is.
Gonna have to. Oh no, meatball for the 16 and Mike Sherminsky. Chris, you know what time it is.
Well, we made it to. Hey, I do. Let's figure it out.
Yeah, what just happened?
We are 20. No, not 20%. Yeah, we are 20%. 1/5 into this race.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. OTV instant replay on board with Forrest Hamilton Jr. He's got Sherminsky on the outside. And coming off of 2. Sherminsky gets yacht out and snaps off the wall. You got to be careful here. I'm happy we went 20 laps, but I'm going to be even more happy if these guys don't collect other drivers. It looks like they didn't.
Yeah.
We're going to go back to live action. I want to see who's coming down the pits. These guys only got 2 extra sets of tires, so it is going to be a strategy to take tires. And of course, you can't see too many, but on the timing tower, 13th back have all come in to take tires. So those guys are going to be substantially faster than those guys up front. They're still going to have to pit again, as far as the math goes. So they'll have 60 laps of fuel added from this point, so they'll be able to go to lap 80. I don't know.
Let's check in with Mr. Forrest Hamilton and get his input. Forrest, how are you, buddy? It's Chris and Robert in the booth.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, buddy? We saw you get in that little entanglement, unfortunately.
Yeah.
How's the first 20 laps coming along for you other than that?
I mean, I felt good. I felt like I had a truck for the long run.
Yeah. How were your repairs coming into the pit there? Was it quick?
This truck's done.
Done? Oh, yeah, I'm looking at you right now, buddy.
It's 11 months optional. It's basically done. It's all front end nose damage. He didn't came off the wall and just sideswiped me.
Yeah. Tough break for you, Forrest.
I don't know why he was racing so hard on the door. Lap 20.
Well, definitely disappointed to see you come out so early in the race. Hey, wishing you the best luck. Yeah.
Disappointed in this track because this is one of my favorite tracks, especially on the long run. I tend to kill people here.
Well, buddy, we wish you the best of luck next time, okay? Sorry to see you out.
I'll see y'all next week.
All righty. Take care, bud.
Pace car's in. We're getting ready to go green, and we are green. So we're going to be watching. Ooh, they got a little loose on the start. Dalton Steele gets away well. Not sure who got the squiggles. I want to say
it was it 93, I believe, Barker?
Yellow is out again.
Eesh.
Oh, this is where we're seeing the mix-up of tire strategy, right? So let's go ahead and use our cameras for camera time.
Hey, what happened?
Us.
So this is the start on board with Blake Veakin.
That's Ben Parson behind him.
And the car in front of him gets yawed out. And into damage to Kaz Bedford and Ben Parson.
Eesh.
Tough break for those guys. I think that's going to mix up the strategy a little bit. I don't know if we're going to get more pit road takers, but we'll go back to liver action. And we didn't. Those guys are kind of locked in. We're going to take a look at our information tower. You see the top 11 still have not pitted.
Yes, I'm seeing that. Well, let's see here. We'll do just a quick check-in with Ben Parson. I'd like to just see what kind of damage he got. Are you all right with that, buddy?
Yeah.
Ben, Robin, Chris in the booth. How you doing, buddy?
I'm okay. I'm glad to talk to you. Can you see if I have any damage on my truck?
Well, it looks like you're good. I was going to ask you what you thought, how the truck felt, but from what we can tell, Robert is going through all of the cameras. The truck looks okay. Does it feel good?
I don't know. I've been under caution since it happened.
Yeah, you look okay, buddy.
You got a little bit of nose damage. Looks like your center nose is pushed in. But outside of that, you look pretty... You kind of need that for the downforce here. But.
Yeah, you do. So that's all right. We're going to muddle through this race, sounds like. See what we can do to salvage it, because we got no fast repairs. So
we're a quarter in, buddy. We'll let you lock in. You want to give a shout out to the Cigar Time Lounge real quick?
Always. Yep, always at the Cigar Time Lounge in Dalton, Georgia. Might be the only time you hear from me tonight, so everyone have a nice cigar, and I'm going to wreck Charles Minner here because he didn't thank Cigar Time during his interview last week.
Yeah, he didn't.
So, yeah, but that's all good. Appreciate your coverage.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, lock in. Maybe. We'll watch it. Take it easy.
I'm starting to drink now.
All right, got a quick check-in.
Excellent start from the 7 Adult Steel. He gets a couple car lengths on our second restart of the night. The 67, Ben Ryan tucks in behind, and it's a battle for third and fourth between Barry Tolson and Aiden Giordano, with Barker in behind in that fifth spot. The top 5 breakaway. I don't think they're going to break away for long, Chris. So those tires are going to come into effect for those other drivers, and we're going to see some definitely some interesting strategies pop off. Oh, reckon.
Serious? Oh man. Well, looks like Ben made it through, so he's probably happy about that.
I wonder if he can go in and get some more damage fixed, but I'm not seeing what exactly happened. But let's, maybe Chris.
Hey, what happened?
We'll have to just figure out what happened.
What just happened? I'm gonna grab a random spot because
back it up. Yeah, let's see.
There's no lag.
Interesting.
Copperthorn gets a little help. I think that's from Ben Park. I'm going to back that up one more time to get a better perspective. Big run from the Ben Park on the outside, but I don't know if Eric knew he was going to be there as much or if he was going to tuck tighter to the wall, but definitely kind of like a hard racing deal there.
Yeah, these restarts are tough, man. Got to settle in.
Yeah,
Not that I'm an expert, of course, but
2 quick cautions like that. That's going to be our 3rd caution of the night. That's hurtful. That's hurting.
let's see here.
Hurting the field. Let's maybe let's bring in the 93 of Barker and talk to him about his strategy. He's our current leader.
Let's do that. I don't. Oh, there we go. My bad. Here, using Christmas. Okay. Chris, you're on with Chris and Robert in the booth. How are you, buddy?
I'm all right, man.
I got a question for you, Barker. Chris is arm wrestling me up in the booth. I don't like it. He's inappropriately touched me a few times, so thanks for your safety. What strategy are you locking in for? If you see another caution, you're going to dart in. You're going to try to run it out as long as you can, or what?
Yeah, probably. It was a last-minute decision, probably a mistake, but we just winging it, brother.
All right. Well, we're going down the backstretch. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to before we throw you back where you belong?
Yeah, my wife and the kids are in the house watching. And I apologize to anybody that gets caught up in what's about to happen probably on this restart.
Yeah, just don't spin them, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Chris, good luck, buddy. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, sir.
Bye.
All right, time to get rocking and rolling for our 3rd restart of the night. Big tire differential up front as a lot of those lead lap cars pit. And Barker does get away with a clean start. He's able to hold the bottom. But those are fresh tires on his outside. That one machine of Fox with Dan Park as well in tow. In behind the 20. Go ahead.
Sorry, Robert. We were just talking to Ben Parson, and he's moved his way up to 6th, while battling for 6th place. So, yeah, he came up quick.
Well, there was a big shuffle of drivers going into the pits. We'll pull up that data now. You can see Barker under pressure from just about everyone, as he's one of the last cars or trucks that have not pit. I'm going to pull that up. So Ben Parson pit 13 laps ago. 13. And everyone else around him 4 laps. So there's a big separation of tire strategy, and the rock is hard to get around people. So you're going to see them start to use the high side, but you got Parsons trying to get around Barker in the 93, and that's holding back the 28 of Tolleson, who's on fresh tires. Barker.
Is the rock, I'm sorry, like extremely rough on the tires?
Yeah, it's very, very abrasive. Phillips, Giordano get by on the bottom side. That's the 45 of Ryan Warp. Back up with our leader now, new leader of the night. The one machine, Josh Fox, no stranger to being fast. He's got a little bit of a gap over the 3 machine, 3/10 of Dan Park. And Dalton Steele is in the mix as well. We know Dalton Steele, don't we, Chris?
He's been on the podium a lot. So, yes, we're familiar.
He won the championship not too long ago in the trucks. I think he was season 8 champion in the trucks. And I think, you know, we saw him at the start of the race be very dominant. Taking a look at the cockpit of Fox.
Pretty nice.
Bobbling around. A lot of force on these drivers. We'll pop over to Dalton Steele now.
Ooh, he's got a skeleton suit.
Ooh, very scary.
I like it, man. That's cool.
And you can see the 67 of Ben Ryan creeping up into the frame. Only 7/10 back. So these drivers here, a slight bit different strategy between the top 4. 9-lap older tires for Fox and Park over Steele and Ryan. Let's take a look at... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Robert. No, go ahead, buddy.
I was just going to say, let's take a look around and see what other battles are on the track. A pick right around here as a gaggle of cars are duking it out as they're navigating around Chris Barker. That's Wagoner in the 30 machine, the 57 of Kaz Bedford, and the 45 of Ryan Warp.
I like kind of the off strategy for Barker. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I
mean,
think
he's hanging in there. He's, you know, we'll see how it works out.
he's got to undercut the pit. So as he falls back here, if this stays green, which is very possible, he's got to pit like around, I'm going to go with like lap 60. I think everyone should come in and around lap 60, to be honest.
So then he should probably undercut that then. If everyone should come in at 60, what are you thinking? Like, you know, 55-ish or so? I mean, he still needs to beat them, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know when they're all going to pit. This is going to be a tough one to call.
We will monitor fuel gauges. And I was just going to say, Robert, now having some funsies, I'm going to shout out the fans in the chat real quick. But let me call out Kristen Tolleson. She did the fancy paint job for Barry, who was in 4th place right now. We need to see if she completed the task with a driver's suit. Otherwise, you got some homework, Kristen.
Yeah, we just had I just got a little warning message from OBS that it disconnected, and now it's reconnected. But we're gonna take a look at.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, it's back. It's back working now. Man, that's upsetting. I don't know if
we are really keeping our theme up.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the suit. Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Kristen, you have some homework.
Yeah, we're supposed to...
Oh, I'm reading in the chat right now. I wanted to. He told me no. Hey, you do one, you got to do the other.
It's got to be matching.
It's got to be matching. Okay, so Robert, if you will... give me a minute here. Let me shout out the fans really quick. So let's see. Kristen was checking in. She said hi. I asked her about the unicorn. She said absolutely. Guitar Games says hello. Robert, do you know who Guitar Games is?
No. Please identify yourself.
Please identify yourself. I am not good with the YouTube tags. Let's see here. Racing. They are saying, let's get it, boys. And then some fire. Yes, let's do it. Giordano family is here. Grandma G, she's in the house. Vinny as well. He's saying hi to us. What else here? A couple comments about the audio. I think we're all straightened out about that. Let's see here. I think we might be good. Let's see. Give me one more second here, Robert. I think we are almost caught up here. I'm just going through it. Kristen rooting on her dad, Barry. Come on, side. Mike Straminsky is disappointed. Well, that sucks. 600 laps of practice, and I still suck. Mike, I'm going to come to your defense. You do not suck, buddy. Just an unfortunate episode for you. So it happens, dude. I'm sorry you did so much practice and you wrecked out. Shout out to Precision Fences and Gates, by the way. I will get that in for you as well. Let's see here. And then Gamer is shouting out, let's go Charles and Ben Parson.
Charles is the first one to pit here. He's coming to the pits at lap 50. Barker also into the pits as well. So, you know, I was calling for lap 60. These guys are running the 50% strategy. I'm not upset with it. But, I mean, Barker has to pit. Let's go back up with our leaders.
Good. Yeah, and I'm about checked in here, Robert. Sorry for all that. Yeah, I think we're all good here. Instruments saying we're all good, no issues with the connection. And then Mike is thanking me for the shout out. So yes, hey, thank you guys, by the way, for just being here tonight, watching us. We hope to bring you some good broadcasts. These drivers are delivering it. And yeah, just past the halfway mark. So Robert, I will hand it back to you.
Well, let's take a look at our lap times. But before we do that, we're going to pull up tire wear. So it seems that a lot of those drivers that hit last time around, 23 laps ago, have started to march forward. See Fox and Don Francesco in 5th and 6th, a little bit older, 9-lap older tires. They're holding on, but they're 5 seconds back from our top 4 on those fresher tires. So to me, they should undercut, pit sooner, so they start to jump and make advantage of that time. But now let's take a look at those lap times. So since everyone watching, and you have the best memory, Chris, that's why you're my buddy in the booth.
That's right. That's why I'm hired.
We were turning 23 3s and 4s for our fastest laps. So that's up on the timing tower on the left-hand side. Let's take a look at our last lap times around the track. They're now showing 24 9s, 25 seconds. So it's about 1.7 seconds fall off over a 30-lap run. So if you start to think about when they're going to pit, and this is why I'm saying some of them are going to favor the undercut, is that you gain almost 2 seconds per lap by pitting before the car in front of you.
So, Robert, one of my favorite graphics that you do is, how do I want to say this? You have you have the 2 graphics side by side where gaining versus losing. You follow me?
Oh yeah.
So I don't know where we would want to throw that in, which 2 drivers, but that's always fun to see if the driver is catching the other driver, let's say, ahead of them, and by what margin.
Yeah, so looking right now, the fastest driver on the track is the 25 car. So we're going to take the 25 car, who just recently pitted, and we're going to compare him to our leader. We're going to go over to Minter, and we're going to show leader. He's substantially behind, so can't calculate it yet. But you can see he's 1 minute behind, so I think you lose 3 laps in the pits. Oh, 2 laps in the pits.
Well, we'll see when a couple of these laps calculate up there, but it looked like he grabbed at least a second almost on 55. A little bit less, but making some reasonable margins.
Yeah, and you can see how the data is delayed, right? So it's struggling with that calculation. But lap 56, which he just completed, was 7/10 quicker. He's crossing the line again. Almost a second again. So, he's going to close up that gap quite quickly. And if this stays green, it's going to allow him to leapfrog some of those other drivers.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. It will not work out for him, but if he can, gain those positions at least, and then if there is a caution, at least come in around those, come in with those guys. Sorry, and they can battle it out. But I think if there's a caution now, it doesn't really work.
I mean, absolutely, it's not going to favor him. So this is where the undercut strategy is a risk. If you do get that caution, you're locked 2 laps down. What are you going to do?
What you gonna do when they come for you?
Bad boys, bad boys.
So let's do this, if you do not mind, because we have been getting some laps in now. We're a little bit more spread out. Can you show a track map so we can just kind of get an idea maybe how some of these drivers are spread all around? And
Yeah.
that it is.
They're very spread out. There are a lot of single file racing. We're taking a look at the 30 machine of James Wagoner. Currently 10th, started 22nd. So let's take a look at his pitch strategy as well. That's going to go over the track map for a second. He's got 33 laps on his tires. So, I mean, good run for that 30 machine. This track is going to favor those drivers who can actually get it done. So, you know, man, if I'm somebody in the top 5 right now, you know, maybe if I'm Steele, Ryan, Tolson, Giordano, Don Francesco, maybe not Don Francesco, definitely in the top 4, I'm not going to pit. I'm faster than the cars behind me. But if I'm Don Francesco, Hurst, Fox, whomever, I'm pitting meow. And I'm going to make the most of those fresh tires. I'm going to bolt on 4.
Let's see here.
Called it.
Oh, go ahead, buddy.
Lap 66.
He must be listening to you.
I'm a track whisperer.
Let's do this, buddy. We're getting a request from Mike Straminsky here. Let's do, if you will, Robert, Johnny Hurst and Nicholas Don Francesco.
Don Francesco just pulled in the pits. So Hurst is now our new leader. And Hurst is coming in the pit. Everyone's coming in the pits except Josh Fox, who's our leader. He's got Parsons in behind him. So I can't give you that because it'll look all messed up.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Nice to see Ben Parson make up some headway, I guess, or make some headway, I should say, after his debacle earlier. So he's back in the fight.
And there's not a lot of time left. We're coming to 30 laps to go. These guys have got to pick their strategy. I don't know if staying out this long is the strategy. Giordano receiving a black flag. Looking like, if anything, it's going to be a speed in.
Aiden went spading in the pits. That was bad humor. Oh, no!
No, he's bringing in the pits. Because he's got a black.
Oh, man.
Ben Parsons takes the lead over Josh Fox. Get rid of this trap map for a second. Up break for Giordano. He was having a good run. Up in the top 5 most of the night.
He didn't get any damage, at least on that side spin. But yeah, no, that's going to be a little tough to make up now.
Yeah, absolutely. Wagner coming in the pits now in that 30 machine. Back up with our leader, Ben Parsons. Shout out to the Cigar Time Lounge. He said, I ain't getting no more camera time, no more interviews. And it looks like he could be in a good spot to at least grab a top 10 tonight for sure. Oh, fresh tires. I saw some door banging. I lost who it was with. I want to say it was around here. I'm just bouncing the camera around looking for it. Ben Parson coming in the pits along with Chris Phillips, as well Dan Park, Josh Fox, Kaz Bedford, and Tyler Markle, the only ones not looking like they've pitted so far. Let's go ahead and pull up the data. Josh Fox on super old tires. He's holding on.
What was I going to say here? Robert, since that last caution, this race has been super exciting.
Absolutely. I think Fox might be. Nope, he's not. Now the most interesting part and why it's exciting, Chris, and I think this is where you're going with it, is that we've got like 16 different strategies.
Exactly. It's kind of all mixed up. We've seen like some good racing. Some older tires, newer tires. It's just an interesting unfold at the moment, which I like.
So here you go. This is why we pit when we do. You can see that Josh Fox is about 2.5 seconds slower than the 7 of Dalton Steele. And there we go. Look at that. Just had to click one more button. He's going to catch Josh Fox in 8 laps.
Rapidly, yes. Look at that. I'm looking at our timing tower. Giordano out. That's a disappointment.
I think that team was a little frustrated today. They're known for being top runners, top gunners. And with getting a black flag, maybe it's just best to say, hey, I'm a little frustrated today. I'm going to pack it in.
No, and I get that. I mean, he was going to end up being laps down, unfortunately. Just too bad. He was battling in 4th for 3rd, and now he's out. So it's just too bad.
Dalton, the man of steel. Man, he's on a heater. He looks like to be the newest fresh tires on the track. You can see 10 laps since pitting. He's got Ryan and Tolson in behind. Francesco as well. And Johnny Hurst. So, it's looking like the top 5 might be settled here. Unless Fox is able to make it the entire way. But it's very dicey.
It's dicey. Fox is a driver that can definitely try and make that attempt for sure.
Yeah, I estimated 60 laps in the tank. Let's go ahead and pull up his tower telemetry. It's shown to me that he's got to come in soon.
Would you agree with me? He might as well come in now. Otherwise, he's just wasting laps. Am I right or wrong on that? Might as well come in now, get the gas that he needs, and even, put the tires on and then just make a wild charge at it.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what's left in the cards. The battle between, I think, the 67 of Ben Ryan and the 7 of Dalton Steele is what's going to be our lead fight. But you can see that Ben Ryan running slower laps than the 7 of Dalton Steele. So I'm not sure if he's trying to pocket tire.
They're not very slow. I mean, I guess lap 79 was half a second. They weren't very, very slow. I don't know. I guess we have to monitor that.
And Dalton Steele's coming up on the 42 of Markle. Go ahead and take a look at Tyler Markle, where he is now on the track. Good run for him. Started 15th up to 2nd, but I believe he's going to have to pull the chute and pit soon. Thought they only had 60 laps. I could be wrong. You can see that, yellow is out.
That's going to be a mega change.
Well, yeah, these guys are going to come down. Alex Foster, I believe that was. He's backwards on the straightaway. Part of Foothills Racing. Let's go ahead and Chris, you know what you love to do.
Yep. Let's figure it out.
What happened?
The truck looks in decent shape, at least.
That instant, I'm not sure why they're hugging on the exit of 4, but I don't know if you're supposed to hug there.
They just love what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm not, it looks like if I was to slow it down and kind of call it out, is that Foster's coming off the corner very wide and maybe expecting the 54 of Waffles, the vegan, to have a more, I guess, wide approach as well. But Waffles did hold it tight, which is completely acceptable. But Foster was not clear to come up. Tough break,
Yeah.
We don't need to see a caution.
Looks good, but yeah, he did go into the wall at a pretty quick pace there. So I don't know. We'll see what he can do with that.
Let this be a lesson to all our viewers. If you're in an accident, you hold the brake. You don't keep driving around because you don't hit the wall twice. Hold the brake. Write that down. Chris, write it down.
We'll do it live!
We did it live.
We did it live. You heard it here first.
Hold the brake.
Well, here we are, man. 15 laps essentially at the moment.
Man, it's a brand new race. And
Yeah, it is.
Our leader is Monday Night Super Speedway champion, Nicholas Big D Don Francesco. Do you know why they call him the Big D, Chris?
I'll let you tell me.
Well, I don't know. That's why I was asking you.
I didn't know they called him that. I gotta get into the... Boy, oh boy.
So let's pull up the, we're coming down the backstretch. I'm going to tuck this away for a second. These guys pitted 13 and 19 laps ago. They didn't pit the last time around. Dalton Steele, Tyler Markle, Ben Ryan, Josh Fox, all these guys behind them have fresh tires. So, if I'm like stirring the pot here, I'm not saying that's going to work out for the 24, the 66 with that degradation on their tires.
Is Nicholas, I'm just going to call him Nicholas, is he going to the back? He's not truly in first place?
No, he's in first.
He's
He's just on old tires. Green's out.
I'm trying to match everyone's paint in my mind. I thought that was him. Someone went around.
Dalton Steele grabs the real estate going into one. Getting underneath Don Francesco. Ryan follows through. And Tolson
Lots of action.
wants to get around quick and can't get around Phillips. Olsen wants around. He's underneath the 66. Ooh. They're touching and banging it in behind 45.
No.
Is around.
Oh, man.
I kind of expected
it's James Wagoner, right?
That's Warp.
Warp. Okay.
So let's figure out what just happened.
Boy, that was off to a kind of a fun start too.
I mean, absolutely, but let's see what our cameras saw. We're gonna put this at full speed. Who's on the bottom there? The one of Fox loses the rear end of the car. Ben Parsons checks up and slides up the track into the 45 of Warp. I mean, fortunately, that was the only kind of damaged truck, and I mean mild damage, but unfortunate for the 45 of Warp. Bunch of drivers coming in the pits, Chris. So we got the 66 of Phillips, Don Francesco in the pits, Ben Park coming in as well, Kaz Bedford and Foster, and Dan Park as well. So a bunch of drivers in the pits. Back up to our front runners, Dalton Steele. Man, he's been on a heater tonight.
Yeah, it's a heater.
Not for his pace laps, but he's led 58 of the 89 laps, Chris. Rockingham, very demanding track.
These guys have been doing a pretty good job, I would say, though, honestly. I mean, like you said, it's a tough one. We've had 5 cautions, but I mean, it's I don't know. It's tough to race.
It is a very tough race. Lights are out on the pace truck. So
Somebody was crabbing into the pits.
crab walk.
Yep.
Normally I do the gangster walk, but I mean the crab walk. I mean that could be cool too.
Me too. I usually crip walk everywhere I go.
Yeah, you wear a bandana to work, don't you?
Yeah, a blue one.
Easy, G. Next week we'll be at Las Vegas for 100 laps. So, you know, staying with that speedway style racing, Vegas a very different track than Rockingham. So you want to tune in live next Wednesday for race number 3 of the Wagoner's Welding Truck Series. That's going to be a spicy time, but then we'll be back live again Monday night, Echo Park for the Truck Series. So
I think that's going to be fun.
yeah, the trucks at Echo Park. That's going to be a blast from the past or the future.
Yep.
Good start by Steele. Tollison in behind. We're going to hop in the cockpit.
Oh, wow.
Of Tollison. He clears Ryan. If there's one driver that can put on some heaters, it's that 28 machine with 10 laps to go. Dalton Steele's got that thing dialed in.
I would love to see 10 fresh laps. We haven't done this in a minute. Can we go to Box of Steel? Or this.
What did you say, Steele? Chris Phillips, meatball flag, no caution.
Yeah, let's go to the gearbox of Steel so we can see Barry coming at him. Yeah, let's just watch this for a second and see if it gets fun.
I mean, if we do our lap times, Barry Tolson's a little bit slower than our leader. He's maintaining a 5/10 gap right now. Ben Ryan almost a second back. Those guys are all single file in behind. Olsen marching up. He gained a 10th that time, Chris.
And they ain't gonna cut it, man. 6 laps to go.
If he gets there, he might be able to put some pressure on.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If he can get a little closer, he can at least maybe make a Dalton Steele maybe just a little nervous, perhaps, and make him try and mess up and get around.
Ben Ryan falling behind a bit. Tolson closes in 3/10 the margin. 5 laps to go. 4 to go at the line. Roughneck Racing Season 10 Wagoner's Welding Truck Series putting on one heck of a show. Sponsorship with Precision Fence and Gates and Ipswich Bay Soap Co. Oh man, we got a race. I mean, we've had a race the whole race, but now we got a race. It's a double race, Chris.
The double race. Yeah, we saw a good middle stint, and hopefully we get a good finish here.
Barry Tolson channeling the unicorn power. And Dalton Steele looking tight on the exit of 2 as they drag race down the backstretch into turn 3.
He needs to ram him with his horn.
Oh, man. This is the family channel.
Dude.
And Tolson has closed that gap, but the Rockingham Speedway, the Rock, very hard to make a pass. 2 laps to go. 1 when we cross the line. That'll put us in official territory. I don't think Tolson's gonna have enough. Steele hits his marks through 1 and 2 down the backstretch. He's still got 2/10. on second spot. And our winner, race number 2, Tolson might have needed a couple more laps.
Fun times.
The man made of steel, Dalton Steele, grabs a win. And looking at our truck point standings, Dalton Steele finished 3rd. Barry Tolson won last week, and Fox finished 2nd. So Fox finishing 5th. You know, these 3 drivers, great finishes overall. Well, Chris, I mean, that was a quick one.
It was a quick one. It was fun.
Good racing overall. Can't complain about that. The Rock, not very forgiving for some, but maybe we'll just take a quick break. Give a shout out to our sponsors, Wagoner Welding, roll a commercial, and then we'll see these drivers come through the tech shed.
At Wagoner's Welding, craftsmanship isn't just what we do, it's who we are. For over 25 years, Wagoner's Welding has been a family-owned business built on honesty, hard work, and treating every customer like family. Whether it's custom truck beds or ramps, heavy-duty fabrication, hydraulics, or precision repair work, every weld and every detail is crafted for strength, reliability, and long-lasting performance. We don't cut corners. We build quality that lasts because your truck needs to work as hard as you do. When you want value, craftsmanship, and custom work done right the first time, choose the team that treats you like family. Visit Wagoner's Welding at 446 DeHart Church Road in North Wilkesboro or call 336-670-3427 to see how we can get your job working for you. At
All right, Chris, we're back. Maybe, what do you think? Do you think these drivers are ready to have a little chat?
I'm pretty sure. Hopefully they got some liquid refreshment.
Yeah, one can only hope. We're going to grab it in our 3rd place finisher first. Ben, Rob, and Chris up in the booth. How you feeling about that 3rd place finish tonight, sir?
Oh, it was a struggle. I don't know. I struggled all night. I had some speeds at certain points. I got under Dalton there once, and then he got free, and it kind of chopped my nose off. And then that was kind of my one shot, 'cause it was super hard to get a run inside someone or get to a point that you could, if they didn't make a mistake, you weren't going to get there with the dirty air on the bottom. So, there's a couple restarts there that I made some headway on the outside for short periods of time, but you had to overdrive it so bad you just kill the right front. So you had to be careful dabbling with that.
Yeah, I mean, tire degradation was a big factor in everything. If we had gone green, not seeing that, late race caution with, what was it, 10, 12 laps ago, how do you think you would have fared?
I think I probably would have finished second. I mean, there was periods where I was catching Dalton and we were breaking even, and then you'd catch a lap car and you'd lose 0.2, and then you'd gain a 10th back, and it's just kind of like a yo-yo. It wasn't, the pace was very similar, like long run, but I just couldn't stay close enough. I was kind of hoping he would get stuck on like the outside of a guy with new tires or something like that, and I might be able to close the gap up, because it was like 0.7 to 0.9 there for, I don't know, 15 or 20 laps, and then I kind of got in a little snafu there with a lap car and hit my right front, and I don't know, it was good, but I think I would have netted it 2nd or 3rd anyway, so I don't think there was any real result other than a wild restart there.
Yeah, that's, I mean, absolutely true. You have, a good run so far this season. It's nice to see you up front, dancing around. Chris, what do you want to say to our 3rd place finisher, Benny, Mr. Buttons, Ryan?
Ben, congrats, buddy, on the podium, getting 3rd. Glad that you still are able to have these races, have them fit your schedule and make the time to get them in. It's good to see you on track. I was going to ask you, I know this is a tough track to, race at, and just wondering if the temperature also was a factor, just, having a tough time with grip. Did that seem noticeable to you, or just like any other day?
Yeah, so I wasn't really paying attention to the in-race temperature, like if it was fluctuating at all throughout the race. It may have been because at times it kind of got freer, it got a little tighter. It moved around a little bit, but you never really know. I mean, qualifying was a little cooler. I think it was like 94 or something like that. So we were able to get a pretty good lap there, but throughout the race, it was just overall tight. Like you just had to be very careful to make sure you slowed down your center corner speed because it would get you in a lot of trouble on the exit if you carried too much speed there. So it was, I think the temperature really plays into that. I think a cold track here, it would be super fast. It would be ripping pretty good, but the temperature definitely helps with the tire wear, and I think it put on a good race. It seemed pretty good from inside the truck.
We enjoyed watching you guys. I think we started at like track temp of 98 and then 20 laps in, I think it was at like 118. So, I mean, it was climbing, but that's the only reason I ask is if you just noticed the truck, being greasy and sliding around.
Yeah.
But you guys all did well. We really enjoyed the middle stint for sure. You guys went long and it was fun. Just some good racing with lots of different tire strategies and people coming into pit. And yeah, we didn't know what to expect. So we definitely enjoyed it. I think the fans did too. So Robert, correct me if I'm wrong. Did we say Echo Park next week? Is that right?
Echo Park is Monday night in the trucks for the Super Speedway Series. Vegas is
that's
next
right,
week.
Vegas. Doy. So Ben, Vegas, how you feel? Do you like it?
I like Vegas. I like all the 1.5 miles. I mean, I don't know. I got to get better at saving tire. I could save tire. It's just at what point do you keep saving tire? Because it's easy to get trapped into I'm gaining and start pushing. But I just need to get a little more diligent on, regardless of whether I'm gaining or not, just keep running my line, just keep saving tire. And Vegas is pretty hard like that. Like you gotta, track position is going to be key. I think again, there is multiple lanes though, so you will be able to pass, but track position and trying to maintain throughout the run is going to be big there.
So I'm going to put you on the spot for a second. So do you really think that you're average at tire saving, or are you just being hard on yourself? Because I cannot do it at all, of course, and I'm not a good officer. Robert Warren's my partner here. He's very good at managing, and we've raced, of course, with people that are very good. So you do a great job on track all the time, and we talk to you a lot. So I just want to know, are you being humble to some degree, or do you really feel like you're being a maestro here?
No, I truly feel like I'm not good at saving tire. Like it doesn't matter if we're running short track, if we're running trucks, if we're running anything. I am really bad at guarding the right front. Like I drive it off the right rear. So if the car's tight in general, then I try to compensate with that with throttle. In turn, I burn the right front off more and more. So I legitimately am no good at saving tire. If I had to put it on a scale between like Robert and yourself, if you can't save tire, then I'd say I'm just above you on that one, maybe. But
I was going to say maybe we do have something in common. You and
I generally try. That's why you see, like when I fire off, if I'm out front, I fire off fairly quick, and I try to build a gap because I know long run. Like last season, I fought with Ben Parsons a lot, but it was always the long run. Like I could pull him short run and get a gap, and just hope that he couldn't close it long run. That's kind of my goal because I can save tire, but I lose too much pace doing it. So I kind of have to balance that.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your honesty, and you put on a great show. So a great race, a great third place for you. Shout out and flowers for you. Who do you want to?
I'll just shout out Ipswich Bay Soap Company and Precision Fence, Wagoner's Welding for putting on this deal, Tim for putting it all together. It takes a lot of work. Him, Johnny, Eric, the mall. They put a ton of work into this. You guys for broadcasting it. Outlier Speed Co. and yeah, just everyone that kind of makes this happen because it's a group effort for sure.
Well, awesome. Thank you for that, and we will see you next week. All right. Take care of yourself.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you later.
Well, I guess the one thing that I'm going to take away from that interview, Ben, congrats on the P3, is that It's everyone's in it together, and it's kind of like a keys in the jar reference. Am I right?
Yes. Yes, you've used that before, and
I used it for you.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you did.
I did. Let's bring in our second place finisher of the night, Barry Tolson. Get his perspective. Barry, Rob, and Chris up in the booth. Unicorn Power grabbed you the second spot. You look fast all night. What was going through your mind, and what could you have done differently to grab that win tonight?
Oh, about the only thing I could have done differently to grab that win tonight was gave Dalton Steele a good old unicorn tramp stamp.
I said you should have gave him the horn.
The horn is right. Barry, overall, how did you feel the truck was handling? Did you find it tight or loose as the race went on?
It started out okay. I still wanted to push, but it just got tighter and tighter once you wore the right front out. But I mean, there's really nothing you can do about it. If you save, you lose half a second a lap. If you keep up, you burn the right front.
Well, I mean, you did a great job of managing the tires there. When we had that late race caution, it looked like you were kind of settled into third. So, do you think you would have ended up there? You think you would have got up a little bit further?
Yeah, on the last restart, I was able to, keep up with Dalton on the start and not give Ben the bottom. That's probably the only reason I got past him. But the start was a big help on that one.
Well, you're off to a great start for the season. Very impressive run so far. Over to you, Chris, for what you want to ask. Barry the Unicorn Tolson. I mean, that might be. Sorry, Barry, that might be your name for a little bit. I love it though.
It's okay, man. Hey, it's a compliment to him. Yeah. Barry, before we talk unicorns, I said this once, I said it twice. I'll say it again because I mean it as a compliment. But, we've seen very, very strong races in the past from you, but just not the strongest finishes. So it's nice to see you now, 2 weeks in a row here. Man, you're getting it done. And it's nice to watch you get it done. So I mean that as a compliment. Like, great job, buddy. On the podium in second place. And it would have been fun to have 5 more laps, maybe to just see, what maybe you could have battled for with Dalton Steele. I mean, Dalton is awesome, but we like to see good battles, and you were right about there. And like I said, sometimes just a couple more laps to just see, like, if you could have attacked, if you could have defended, just what would have been the case. But, here nor there, you are in second place, and it was great. And I'll just shout this out as well for you here. Mike Stremensky was giving you some love in the chat here. He just said he's proud of you. You are racing cleaner this year. Happy to see that. Congrats on second. So, I mean, definitely noticeable. I think you have a lot of fans that, know that you're a good racer, and, happy to see you, like, get on a podium now and getting those finishes that you deserve. So take all of that as a compliment, okay?
Oh, yeah. Well, quite frankly, last year in season 9, I really didn't deserve them that much because I didn't really practice. But I put in a couple of days of, hour here, hour there practice for this race. So I could definitely tell a difference.
That's good to hear that, because I practiced 1 or 2 laps before. I'm so terrible. Let's get to some unicorn power now. We're loving the unicorn truck. So we have to thank your daughter, Kristen, for, delivering this this new paint for you. I think everybody loves it. We're happy with it. So, yeah, it's fun. Great job. It brought you some good luck today. And you need to let her seal the deal here, and you need the matching race suit. So that's I gave her a homework assignment during the broadcast that she needs to design you now a matching suit, and we're gonna be checking for this next week. So you can't give her a hard time.
Oh, that ain't no problem. I'll let her make a suit and helmet for it.
Nice. Okay, awesome. So let's see. Moving forward now, we're going to Las Vegas next week. How do you feel about Vegas?
Vegas isn't too bad. The biggest thing there is just staying out of trouble, and you can manage your tires a little better there than at the Rock, but just gonna have to take it, one race at a time, one lap at a time, and just try to keep the nose clean.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I hope you have some some time. I'm sorry, to get some practice in as well, so we can see a good performance out of you. And yeah, let me give a couple shout outs, flowers to some folks. What do you got lined up here?
Oh, we just want to thank everybody with Ipswich Bay, Precision Fence and Gate, Wagner's Welding, and everybody with the Roughneck crew. Tim, all them, couldn't do it without them. Just enjoy racing, and y'all for broadcasting. Wouldn't be as fun if I can't get back and watch it.
Well, awesome, buddy. Thank you for all that. All the sponsors, the league appreciates those comments. So we wish you the best of luck next week, and hope to chat with you then. Okay.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Okay. Take care, Barry.
All right, the second place finisher, Barry the Unicorn Tolson, getting it done. I thought, Chris, we were watching those last laps, and if you said it, what if we had 5 more or 10 more laps? Let's do more. I think we would have had a battle for the lead.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we're not adding laps. I always request it just because I love being here. But it just would have been fun sometimes to just see like what could have happened. I mean, these guys are awesome. And yeah, they were both pretty much tied up, same strategy. So it's good to just see good racing and yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's bring in the man of the night, Dalton Steele, most laps led. Dalton, how's it feel to be in victory lane again?
It feels pretty good. I'm just glad I got these trucks this time. I thought there for a while I was just a one-hit wonder on super speedways.
Well, I mean, you won the Season 8 championship in Roughneck for the trucks, and you're back here doing it again. What is your opinion of the field of drivers so far from what you've seen? Like, you think Season 10 has a higher caliber drivers than in the previous seasons?
Oh yeah, for sure. There's definitely a lot more people that you have to mind your P's and Q's about, and I'm not talking about they're going to take you out. I'm talking about their racing style and how aggressive they are and what they can and can't do with their vehicles. It's definitely gone up. So even in and out of traffic, even though you're lapping people, they're still like everybody's a Ryan Newman and they can actually hold their line. So it makes it 10 times harder.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely agree. We saw some heads up, door to door, side by side, bumper and tail, like nose to tail racing, and you were in the midst of it all. So nice to see. I guess one other thing I'll ask you too is just, long run strategy for yourself. You seem to like hold it together. If you were to give us your secret, what was your secret at tire management?
Diamonding 1 and 2, 3 and 4 doesn't really matter for tire wear. I mean, you get in there, the banking shoots your car back down the track, and then you can just hammer down. But 1 and 2, I tried my hardest to diamond it, because if you try to glue yourself to that white line, it'll eat your right front up, or if you run the high side, it'll annihilate it. So I just let off early, trail brake, let my car kind of go up the track, and then as soon as I seen the nose start to settle, I would start easing into it, 30, 40, 60.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. The Diamond in 1 and 2 is kind of like long run speed hack. But you let the sauce out, Dalton. We're going to be forever slow if we come back to the Rock again. Chris, over to you for our Precision Fencing Gates Winner Circle winner.
Dalton, congratulations, buddy. You got it done again. What impresses me is when I hear drivers give a very analytical answer of how they got it done. There is definitely a strategy to winning these races, and you sound very technical in your sort of method done, and I like that. Can appreciate that. So just a compliment to you there. Like I joke about myself all the time, and I'm like, well, I went in this way, and then I came in, race with Robert. Sometimes we don't do it much, and he'll be like, no, like hit it here, go down here, and I'm like, dude, I don't know how to do this. And so to hear you give just a very short, quick analysis of like what your strategy is and how you got it done, it's like it's not an accident. It's technique, it's skill, and that's why we are chatting with you over and over again on the podium. So, like I said, just please take that as a compliment. I think you did a great job. And it was very entertaining for us and for all the folks that tuned in tonight. We, I think, really enjoyed the middle stint where it was a large amount of laps where we didn't have any cautions, and we saw a lot of different drivers on some different strategies as far as tire wear, I should say, when trucks came in to change tires. Some drivers came in earlier than others for fuel, and I think we were trying to just watch that and figure out who was going to fare towards the end of this race. And then, of course, having some of those cautions after that middle stint changes that all over again. And then we kind of get to like a race reset, and then it sort of starts from scratch for everyone. And so we lose some of that, but it was very entertaining tonight. I know it's not an easy track to race at, and it takes a lot of skill to get it done. And that's what you did. So a great job tonight. And let me ask you this here now. So, moving forward, we're going to be at Las Vegas next week. So give us just your thoughts real quick about the track and how you feel racing at Vegas.
Well, I like Las Vegas, and I appreciate the kind words also. Las Vegas is very, it looks from face value like it can be, just any other oval that you come across, like a Chicagoland, when I think of Las Vegas, I think more of what I can't draw on a blank. I can't remember the name of it, but that track is it can be extremely deceiving. Your tires easily wear out. You take a couple slides up the track, maneuvering through traffic, you feel good, a couple laps go by, and then it's like, oh, now I don't have the same turn I had, and that's only 3 laps in. So if you're not very mindful of your right front, then you can easily just spit it right off the truck, and then you're just falling back. So it's definitely stay at a good amount of distance behind somebody, because the aero from them are going to make you super tight, and set your truck up for a long run, so that way with whether it be offset, brake bias, steering ratio, to make it to where if you get in dirty air, which you're going to at Las Vegas, it starts out as pack racing, then eventually people start separating, but if you can free your truck up enough for a long run, then you'll definitely be there at the end with fresher tires than most.
I have a question. Do you get a lot of time during the week or on the weekend to practice for the upcoming race, or is it just from like history of racing these tracks before? I mean, do you try and set time aside going into the preparing for the race ahead?
I try, but it's hard because I work a swing shift. So my hours are always different. They're always changing. 1 week I can make a race, 1 week I can't. It's just it's never the same, it feels like. So I kind of just go off the amount of time that I do have that I can practice at certain tracks that I do know that I struggle with, and try to fine tune some of the issues I have at different places when we go to them. Like Rockingham, generally in the past, I wasn't very good at Rockingham. The past month, I've had a couple hours here or there I would practice, and I was able to fine tune some of the motor skills needed for this track, and it paid off.
Yeah, that makes sense. I used to work swing shift, but it was the same swing shift all the time. So to do swing and have it always changing, I would imagine would be very tough. So I get that. I have a request here from Mike Straminsky. Have Dalton play his soundboard. I don't know what that means. I'm supposed to be the soundboard guy.
You're supposed to be the soundboard guy?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know what soundboard he wants.
He wants me. I don't know either.
I think it just means pick one.
Oh.
Just pick one. All right, I can pick one.
Oh man, I'm scared.
This is a cow farm. You're gonna find cows outside.
Okay. I didn't know. I like it. Now I know who to go to for soundboard help. So okay.
I got a couple more that aren't PG-13, but we'll leave it at that.
So do I. But it is a family broadcast. So yeah, hey, congrats, Dalton. Let me give you a chance here to give shout out, flowers. Who do you want to deliver to?
Mike for outing me right there, trying to get me to get in trouble or something. I don't know, but Roughneck and all the sponsors that go along with it, just for putting this on every week. Tim does a lot of work behind the scenes to get everything where it needs to be. And for the other two that finished on the podium, congrats to them. They raced clean. I like racing with those guys. Hopefully in the future it keeps going this way where we're having tough battles, and we start the race right next to each other and we finish the race right next to each other. So that's always fun, and it's familiar names at the top. But there are a few popping in and out that are coming into the leagues that are fresh faces that are also showing like they got some speed too. So that's good to see. More competition, the better it is. It makes everybody better.
Yeah, I think overall it was a great race and everyone did well together. And just before I let you go, and we're on the top soundboard, Robert, I have a new one for you that I want to deliver. I didn't get a chance to play it. So this one's a shout out to you, Robert.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up.
Oh man,
that's for you, buddy. All right, Dalton. Hey, on the win, and we will see you in Las Vegas next week. Okay, best of luck.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
okay.
Congrats again. All right, Chris, we're in the witching hour of the broadcast, as I like to call it. Why don't you give us your 30-second rundown of the race tonight?
Matt, it was fun. I had a good time. The drivers, struggled a little bit. It wasn't a piece of cake. Not that they are ever, I guess, but took a little talent, technique to kind of get through it. Didn't see a ton of cautions, and I really enjoyed the middle stint. We saw a lot of laps done with some kind of mixed up strats, I guess, and so we were just trying to figure out what was going to happen. We did see the cautions following that kind of reset everything, unfortunately, but it was a lot of fun, man. I enjoyed talking to the drivers. So, yeah, had fun and ready for the next.
Yeah, Las Vegas in 1 week, but before we do that, we'll be live at Echo Park in the Trucks for the Super Speedway Series. So you'll want to tune into that Monday night before we go live again on Wednesday at Las Vegas. Looking at our race stats overall, taking a look at, our top three finishers. We talked to them all. Most laps led, the 7 machine for 69 laps. Barry Tolson with that unicorn power, fastest lap of the race. Hard charger, Kaz Bedford, up 16 spots. 8 lead changes for 6 different leaders, 5 cautions on the night. I'd like to see that number come down, and I think it will as we progress through the season. No fast repairs, so we saw some broken trucks, some broken hearts, and, hats off to those drivers for keeping it clean for the most part. Rounding out our top 10 is in the 4th spot, Tyler Markle, newcomer to the league. Great finish for him. Josh Fox had a great run as well. He finished, I believe, 2nd last week in the opener at Daytona. Johnny Hurst grabs that 6th spot. Bedford in 7th. Don Francesco in 8th. Wagner, great run for him in the 9th spot. And Dan Park in that 3 machine rounding out our top 10. So, Chris, overall, great night. And I think, looking into next week, we're going to be live Monday night for 2 shows. And then the Wednesday night. And Outlier TV is going to have all that action for our viewers.
You will have all the action. Reminder for the fans: I will not be around for Monday night, so I'm definitely disappointed about that.
Oh God, no! I don't have a soundboard, so I can't be cool. So I just make up funny noises.
Yeah, so I'll be disappointed. Maybe it's a relief for the fans, but I will miss being around. But I'll be back on Wednesday for fun stuff at Las Vegas.
Well. Hope you get out to Bloomington, Indiana, at Crescent Donuts. I think that'll be sweet. And
I'm trying to do that.
Get some selfies, but Outlier TV, we're going to be signing off. Make sure you put a like on the show, subscribe to the channel for more great Outlier TV coverage. We're the best standout. Click that gearbox if you're rewatching, and we got that 4K. We got that goody good. And have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, we need those subscribes. So subscribe, baby.
Yeah, baby. All right, Outlier TV signing off. I'm Robert Warrens. He's Chris Schusler. We're the best standout.
Bye, guys.
The force, that's it. No ketchup. Not the sauce.